Yeah, this is a letter written to President Muhammadu Buhari. The democratically elected president, like Garba Shehu would say, Malami will now come say is a democratically elected president. You don't talk or speak ill of a president. Garba Shehu accused Governor Othom, saying Governor Othom is speaking ill of a democratically elected president. Well, this is a letter. Dear Muhammadu Buhari, well, are you a military dictator or a democratic leader? That is the question. President Muhammadu Buhari is the leader of the world's most populous black nation, born in Dara, Katsina State. Buhari first ruled Nigeria as a military head of state back in 1983. Just like one of his predecessor, former President Olusegun Obasanjo, he was democratically elected. Like I said, he was elected as the president in 2015 and also won another term in February 2019. Yes, that is what it is. Yes, the president who described himself as a converted Democrat gave many Nigerians hope with the change mantra of his 2015 presidential campaign when he threw his hat into the ring to contest after 3 unsuccessful attempts. The people had long dreamt of a country to be proud of and a leader that would always be for the masses. Yes, however, after his arrival as a democratic leader, many people are now wondering if electing him wasn't a mistake, considering his past records and antecedents as a military ruler or military head of state. While some are of the opinion that the president rules the nation as a dictator. He is ruling the country as a dictator and also with autocracy. As it is on December 11, the Punch, in an editorial entitled Buhari's Lawlessness, Our Stand, announced its decision to prefix Buhari's name with his former military rank, Major General. The news, in addition to the title prefix, said it would refer to President Buhari's administration as a regime. The media publication took a stand to start using the military rank of the president in reaction to Buhari's dictatorial tendencies. Though it has been argued in some quarters that Punch news action may not be effective in any way. It, however, sends a very clear message about President Buhari's government to the rest of the world. The ill treatment of ex-National Security Advisor Sambo Dasuki, outspoken Muslim leader Ibrahim El-Zakzaky, and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore has sparked outrage within and outside Nigeria. The incidents surrounding their various arrests, detention, and abuse of rights has put the nation's leader on the spot. Yes, he is on the spot, which, according to an amnesty report which was launched in October 2019. Between January and September this year, not less than 19 Nigerian journalists and media practitioners have been attacked in the country. The report also said that 6 journalists were arrested in 2018, while 4 were arrested in 2017, and as it is, Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho are not left out, but we'll get to that as soon as possible. In 2015, 5 journalists were apprehended, while 16 journalists were arrested in 2016. Since 2015, 8 media houses have been raided and 3 journalists have gone into hiding. The report also added a professor of mass communication, University of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State, Des Wilson, was quoted to have said that there is no difference between Buhari as a military dictator and civilian president. According to him, the hate speech bill sponsored by an APC senator is no different from the decree number 4 of 1984, which was promulgated by the military regime of Buhari. Despite all of this, Buhari loyalists are always ready with some sort of justification in expectation of any action taken against a citizen, even when these actions are criticized. Defenders of the president always attempt to exonerate the Nigerian leader and blame an agency or someone else for the actions. I've always said it. They kept on blaming PDP, past administration had done this, this, that, those, that, and Showale Soyinka was supposed to be tall. He was not tall. He was having white hair and some other things because of the problem. Sunday Igboho My son married 4 wives, and because of the 4 wives, one Fulani was there, and Nnamdi Kanu took over the presidency and talking nonsense. You understand? Blaming, giving up passing blame games, and this is what has been giving us a headache in Nigeria. So even though Buhari probably may not be listening to contrary opinions, there is a combined effort by Nigerians to let him know that he has no right to do whatever he wants, even as the democratic leader of the country. Nevertheless, the president is praised for any positive action taken by his subordinates, even though he seems not to be aware of the negative actions they take. So we want to know, are you for the people? Despite Nigeria alternating between democratic governments and military dictatorships until achieving a stable democracy in 1999, it is very doubtful that the people want to ever have a dictator as a leader in a democratic setting. Definitely people wouldn't want to have that. So the question is, Buhari, are you a dictator or you are a democratically elected president? Well, I would say the two combined. Buhari, we are in a regime or military regime, either military regime or democratic regime. I would say Buhari, the answer to that question is Buhari is an autocratic and democratically elected dictatorship. So Buhari, as this saying says, once a soldier is always a soldier, because I would say that from his antecedents, Buhari, has not, gotten a good record. I would say, well, he has not gotten a good record when he ruled Nigeria in 1984. When he was in the military. Now he's retired, so he came back. This is the second time that he's going to become president, but under democratic rule. And now Buhari has been ruling Nigeria with autocracy. He does not really mind anybody. He does not say anything. But the only thing that baffles me is that he has given power and prowess and authority to all his appointees. They start making defense of him, either wrong or good or bad. Malami, I would say, directly or indirectly, you believe or you do not believe, as a Nigerian citizen, I would say Malami, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, is the one ruling Nigeria as it is. And if you want to contradict me, but I stand to be corrected, I would always say that in the issue of Fulani herdsmen, the Fulani farmer elder crisis, when it erupted, when the so-called governors of the southern region, ban open grazing. When Buhari was being asked on Arise TV, that what do you see in the area of the Gazette, when the so-called southern governors, made it known to everybody that open grazing is prohibited in the southern region of the country, and the Gazette, according to Buhari, said there are some gazettes, which means the route that the cow will pass through, because we have been seeing Fulani herders rearing cows, using their stick to control the cow. But until when these terrorists, terrorism became so very, very paramount in the northern part of the country, and it was extended to the southern part. So just because of the narratives, they claim that they own Nigeria and they came to grab the land. So Buhari was like, okay, if there is a gazette, and truly there's a gazette, they have built houses on it, and the interviewer now asked that, do you still want to go and dismantle those buildings that have encroached into those gazettes? He said, do you want me to contradict my Attorney General? Yes, that simply and really shows that Buhari does not have power of his own. I will tell you, medically, Buhari has dementia and is also incoherent. What that simply means is you go to your dictionary and check who Buhari is. But the last thing I'm going to say before I draw the curtain is that the question should go to Buhari, or rather, we should answer the question: is Buhari a dictatorship or a military or the democratic elected president? And that's the question. Well, thanks for listening. I would like you to share this so that others can be aware, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get more notifications. Thanks for listening, and God bless you.